Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee again with Net 225. Today we're going to be going over Packet Tracer 6.2.4, which is configure EtherChannel. Now, you guys might think that this Packet Tracer is a little in depth, which it kind of is, but I'll try to break it down step by step so it's not too hard to figure out. The big thing is just understand that looking at this topology, we want to be able to bond two cables together for redundancy and have increase the bandwidth. But looking up here, we have three Ether channel channels, I guess. All right, one is PAGP is Ether channel that is like Cisco proprietary. They're run on these two links. LACP, which is a protocol that's open source that's going to run on these two cables, and then finally down here we'll have a LACP channel. All right, so you can bond up to 8 of these together with PAGP, and I believe LACP. It says in the packet tracer you can use 8 active and I think 8 like on standby. But I've set this up with actually Cisco switches connected to like TP-Link switches, and it works fine. You just have to use LACP for if they're non-Cisco switches. All right, and yeah, it's right here. 802.3 AD LACP Ether channel is the specification for LACP. All right, so background: 3 switches have just been installed. They are redundant uplinks between the switches. As configured, only one of these links can be used. Reason being is it's got spanning tree protocol blocking one of those ports so there's not broadcast storms. All right. However, using only one link utilizes only half of the available bandwidth. EtherChannel allows up to 8 redundant links to be bundled together into one logical link. In this lab, you will configure port aggregation protocol, or PAGP, a Cisco EtherChannel protocol, and link aggregation control protocol, LACP, and 802.3 AD open standard version of EtherChannel. All right, so before beginning the configuration, review the EtherChannel configuration guidelines and restrictions listed at the end of this activity, which down here, it just tells you a little bit about it. EtherChannel has some specific guidelines. All Ethernet interfaces support EtherChannel up to a maximum of 8 interfaces with no requirement that the interfaces are on the same interface module. I'll let you guys read through those, but the biggest thing down here, let's see. LAN ports can form EtherChannel using PAGP if the modes are compatible. Compatible PAGP modes are desirable, or desirable auto. If both interfaces are set to auto, the EtherChannel cannot form. And LAN ports can form an EtherChannel using LACP if the modes are compatible. Compatible LACP modes are active to active, active to passive. If both interfaces are in passive mode, an EtherChannel cannot form LACP. All right, and channel group numbers are logical to the individual switch. Although this activity uses the same channel group number on either end of the EtherChannel connection, it is not a requirement. Channel group 1 on one switch can form EtherChannel with channel group 5 on another switch. So when you name them, you can name them the different channels, as long as they're on different switches, and it doesn't matter. All right, it might get a little complicated to do it like that though. All right. So first thing, if we look up here, this is what we want to do. Just like looking at the topology, channel 1 group. Whoops. On S1. S1's on the top. F021 and F022 is going to connect down here to switch 3 F21 and 22 with a PAGP, and I don't know why it keeps going up like that. LAC P is going from S1 gigabit 01 gigabit 02 to gigabit 01 to gigabit 02 on switch 2. And finally, switch 2 to switch 3, both of them F023 to F024. All right. So first thing I want to do, I don't know why it keeps popping up like that. All right. So first thing we want to do is assign each switch a host name according to the topology diagram, which let's start with S1. All right, let's go to global config. Host name is going to be S1. Let's go to S2. Click on CLI. Click inside of that. Hit enter. Enable config T. S2. Whoop. Host name S2. And finally, S3 is going to be labeled S3. Click inside there, enable host name. Whoops, config T host name S3. All right, so all those are right. All right, so before beginning the link aggregation between switches, verify the existing configuration of the ports that connect to the switches to ensure that the ports will successfully join the ether channels. Commands that provide information about the state of the switch port include let's try all these. Let's go exit, show interfaces, a pipe, include Ethernet, okay, so on S1, F21, F22 are up. Gigabit, I had to use the spacebar to go down. Gigabit 01 and 02 are up. And let's just do the show interface. Interface status. All right. Spacebar down. That's our two fast Ethernet interfaces, and our gigabit interfaces are up. Let's check S2. Oh, I didn't do the trunks. Let's go down here and do show interfaces trunk. All right, no trunk setup right now. All right, let's go up here to S2. Let's do exit. Let's do show interfaces with a pipe, include Ethernet. All right. That's S2. F2324 is up. Gigabit 01, 02 is up. Show interface status. 2324, gigabit 01, 02. Show interface is trunk. None right now. Let's go to S3. Let's exit out. Let's go to show interfaces with a pipe, include Ethernet. All right, F021 and 22 are up, which are right there. And wait, F21. Okay, so F21, 22, 23, 24. I saw the gigabits are down and I was worried. All right, that's good. So that's two fast Ethernet channels. Over here's a gigabit to gigabit, and then a fast Ethernet to fast Ethernet. All right. And let's do show interfaces, interface status. Status, I wonder if we can do status pipe active. Nope, couldn't do it. Show interface question mark. Status question mark. Nope, that wouldn't work. All right, so those are up. All right, and finally, let's see if there's any trunks. Show interfaces trunk. All right, no trunks are set up. All right, so let's see. Configure all ports that are required for the Ether channels as static trunk ports. If the ports are configured with DTP dynamic auto mode and you do not set the mode of the ports to trunk, the links do not form trunks and remain access ports. The default mode on a 2960 switch is for DTP to be enabled and set to dynamic auto. DTP can be disabled on interfaces with the switchport non-negotiate command. All right. All right, so first thing we want to do in here, let's see. We're going to configure all of our ports that are required for the Ether channels as static trunk ports. All right, so we can start here. Let's see. Let's do this one first. Enable configure terminal, interface range F021 through 22, switch port, mode trunk, interface range gigabit 01 through 2. Switch port mode trunk. All right, that's it for S1. Let's do S2. All right. Enable configure terminal. All right, interface range Giga 01 through 2. Switch port mode trunk. All right, so that's that one. Let's do this one. Whoops. Interface range F23 through 24. Switch port mode trunk. All right. And if you guys read down farther, there's an easier way to do this all together, but I'm just going to do it by the way the instructions show. All right, so let's do fig T, switch interface range. Whoops. Interface range F021 through 22. Switch port mode trunk. Whoops. Trunk. That one, this one. F23 through 24. Mode trunk. All right, so let's close that down for now. Let's go back and check everything. Let's exit out of that. Exit. All right. Show interfaces trunk. All right, so now we can see what trunks we have set up. All right. So S1, we have F21, 22 trunking, gigabit 01, 02 trunking. Okay, that's that one. Nothing else looks crazy on here. Let's go to S2. And if I do an end, I can go all the way back to the privileges exec. All right, so let's show interfaces. Trunk. All right, so S2, gigabit 01, 02 is in trunking mode, as well as gigabit 0, F2324. All right, that one's good. All right, S3. Let's just do an exit. Oh, actually, exit. Show interfaces trunk. All right, so on this one, S3, it's all fast Ethernet, 2122, 2324. Okay, so all the trunks are set up. Now we just have to do some other configurations for them. All right, so if the ports are, I've already gone through that. Configure an EtherChannel with Cisco PAGP. So that's gonna be port channel 1, what we're gonna be doing right now. All right, so when configuring port channels, it's recommended to shut down the physical ports being grouped on both devices before configuring them into channel groups. Otherwise, EtherChannel misconfig guard may place these ports into an error disabled state. The ports and port channels can be re-enabled after a port channel is configured. The first port channel that is created for this activity aggregates F21 and 22. F21, 22 on S1, and F21, 21, and 22 on. And that's kind of hard to look at, but it's talking about that one, that one. All right, configure both the ports on both switches as static trunk ports. All right, we did that already. All right, show the interfaces trunk. Already done that. These instructions are kind of like out of order. All right. So we've showed that already. All right, on S1 and S3, add ports 21 and 22 to port channel 1 with the channel group 1 mode desirable. The mode desirable option enables the switch to actively negotiate to form a PAGP link. Interfaces must be shut down before adding them to the channel group. All right, so let's go to S1. All right, and you see we already checked that. So let's go back to configure terminal, interface range, and see how I'm redoing a lot of my steps, but I just want to show you guys how the instructions show. All right, so we're going to shut down. All right, and you see right here, line protocol interface 21 changed it down, 22 changed it down. All right, hit enter to get back to the command line. All right, so making this channel group 1, and then the mode is going to be desirable. All right, creating port channel interface port channel 1. Just wait, let it do its thing. All right, while it's working, and see how all of them are down. The interfaces are down. All right, let's go over here. Oh, it's probably waiting for me to set up the other side of it. All right, so let's look at a command configure terminal. All right, interface range F021 through 22. Shut down. All right, those are shut down. Channel group 1 mode desirable. All right, so let's try to configure everything. No shut. No shut. All right, so it looks like everything's coming up. Line protocol on interface port channel 1 changed to up. On that one, let's look at this one. Port channel changed to up. All right. It's taken a while to converge, but if we do a fast forward, we can make it converge. All right, now we got all green triangles, which I like to see those. All right. The message create a port channel interface port channel 1 should appear on both switches when the port channel is configured. This interface designation will appear as PO1 in command input. Configure the logical interface to become a trunk by first configure the interface to become a trunk by first entering the interface port channel command number command and then the switch port mode trunk command. Okay. So that's weird because right here it says configure all the ports that are required. We've actually already done this. It's very strange. The instructions are new, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're crazy. Because if I do, let's do exit. 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 All right, show EtherChannel summary. All right, PO1, protocol PAGP, ports, that one, and then go to here. And let's do end. Show EtherChannel summary. All right, so let's see if I can put these side by side. All right, so we got port channel 1, PAGP on both interfaces. All right, so we're good. And let's see, no real flags, P. P in port channel. All right, they're in port channel. All right. So if we got some errors, I don't want to get errors, but if we had some errors, they would show up right there. All right, in use. SU is U is in use. S is layer 2. So switching layer 2, ether channel. All right. So those are good. I'm going to shut those down. All right. If the ether channel does not come up, shut down the physical interfaces on both ends of the ether channel and then bring them back up again. The show interfaces trunk and show spanning tree commands should show the port channel as one logical link. Okay, so we're good right there. All right, configure an 802.3 AD LACP ether channel. In 2000, IEEE released 802.3 AD, which is an open standard version of ether channel. It is commonly referred to as LACP. Using the previous commands, configure the link between S1 and S2. Okay, LACP channel 2. All right, ports gigabit 01 and 02 is LACP ether channel. You must use a different port channel number than on S1 because S1 already has 1. Because you've already used it in the previous step. To configure port channel 2 as LAC-P, use the interface configuration mode channel group 2 mode active. Active mode indicates that the switch actively tries to negotiate the link as LAC-P as opposed to PAGP. The configuration of S1 is shown below. So S1, verify port channel 2 status. Okay, so let's do S1 first. Okay, so we're going to set up the range, gigabit 01, 02. We're going to shut down the interface, which we should have done that first. Channel group 2 mode active. No shutdown. Turn it back on. Interface port channel 2, switch port mode trunk. All right. So we're doing S1 to S2. All right, so let's go to configure terminal, interface, range, gigabit 01 through 2. Shut down both interfaces. All right. Change it down, hit enter, get back to the command line. Channel group 2 mode active. All right, creating a port channel interface. All right, no shutdown. Okay, interface. Port channel. Come on, channel 2. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, so that's S1's. S2 is going to be the same. Which it didn't show you how to do S2, but let me make sure. Yeah, but we know how to do it. All right, let's go in here, hit enter, enable, configure terminal. All right, so we're going to do interface range, gigabit 01 through 2. Okay, so let's see. I just like to double check, triple check. All right, everything's going to be the same on there. All right, this has got a channel group 1 also for this side, but we're not going to worry about that. So let's set this one up. All right, let's do a shutdown. Channel group 2 mode active. No shutdown. All right. Interface port channel 2. Port channel 2. Okay, switch port mode trunk. All right. We can wait for it to converge if we want to, but I'm hoping that we'll get some green lights. There we go. We got some green lights. Came back from green lights to orange lights. Let me hit the fast forward. All right. So I think we're stable now. Now let's go through here and check what we got. And if we do, all right, let's actually do end and then show ether channel summary. All right, now we got PO1 was our first one with PAGP. PO2 is LACP. All right, that's S1. Let's do S2. Let's exit Always do end. Let's exit. Oh, always do exit, not end. All right. Let's do show ether channel. Show ether channel summary. All right, so an S2 only has group 2 right now, PO2, SU, PP, all right, everything's good. All right, so that link's good. Now for the final link, for our redundant interfaces, all right. So part 3, configure a 802.3 AD LACP ether channel. Is that the one I was on? Oh, right here. All right, configure port channel 3. There are various options for channel group, number mode command. All right. Active enable LACP unconditionally auto. All right, so let's go to, we're starting off at S2. Let's do, oh, it just wants us to config T just to see what kind of interface range. F0 23 through 24. Channel. Group 3 mode. This shows you all the modes. So this is going to be active passive. Active passive. Active enable LACP unconditionally, and passive enable LACP only if LACP device is detected. And you got PAGP in there too. All right. So on switch to add ports 20, F0, 23, and 24 to port channel 3 with a channel group 3 mode passive command. All right, so let's go back here. We're on the interface range F2324 still, right there. So let's shut it down. All right, both of those show shut down. Let's do channel group 3 mode passive. All right, no shut. All right, interface and in case you guys are wondering, I mean, I guess it's not obvious at first, but once you name your interface range, however many, maybe you have 8 interfaces for that channel group. As soon as you name it a channel group 3, you can refer to that whole interface, which up to 8 interfaces, as a port channel. All right, so you don't have to say interface range, you know, F23 through whatever. You can just refer to it as the port channel as an object. Port channel 3, switch port. Switch port mode trunk. Okay. On S3, add ports 23 and ports 24 to port channel 3 with channel group mode active. That would be a difference. The active option indicates that you want to switch to use local LACP unconditionally. Statically configure port channel 3 as a trunk interface. All right, so all the same except for that'll be active. 23, 24. Notice our interfaces are the same numbers. So that's S2. Let's do S3. All right, enable, configure terminal. All right, so interface range F23 through 24. Shut it down. All right, channel group 3 mode, not passive but active. All right, it's creating the port channel for us. No shut. turn it on. All right, interface, port channel 3, switch port mode trunk. All right, so let's go back here and see what happens. All right, so that one's not converging up there for whatever reason. Oh, I know why. Use the show command from part 1, step 2 to verify the status of port channel 3. Look for the protocol used by each port. Creating EtherChannel links does not prevent spanning tree from detecting. That's why. Yep, it's detecting a loop, so it's not going to let you. Say if you have a computer here and a computer up here, it's not going to let you go this way and go out that way. Alright, and it is storming here. Hopefully my computer doesn't shut off. Alright, enable show spanning tree active. Port channel 2 is not operable. Is not operative because spanning tree protocol places some ports in blocking mode. So you see right there, it's in blocking mode. All right, unfortunately the ports were the gigabit ports. In this topology you can restore these ports by configuring S1 to be primary route for VLAN 1. You can also set priority to 24576. All right, so let's do that. Configure terminal, spanning tree, VLAN 1 root primary. All right, you can do that or do this. All right, you may have to wait for STP to recalculate the tree topology. Press fast forward if necessary. Use the show spanning tree active command to verify that the gigabit ports are now. It is raining a bunch. All right, so let's exit. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's raining. All right, you can see I was learning it. All right, now it's on. So now it's this one. All right, and that is it. Hopefully you guys can hear me with all the rain coming down, but it's gonna keep locking down the interfaces. All right, so we switched on this interface, and now this one's blocked. So I guess it's not a big deal because this is fast Ethernet 2 right there. But that's all you need to do. All right, thanks for watching.